you doing all? This is Instagram for YouTube part 18. Anyway, if you haven't seen this before, all it is, every now and again on my Instagram page, which is at Sebastian Bevan Photo, I'll put up a 60-second video of just me taking a shot or bit of advice or why I'm taking the shot, or just 60-second videos based on landscape photography, really. When I've got sort of, so they're only 60 seconds long because that's all that fits on Instagram, what stays on your page, blah blah. When I've got sort of 6 in the bag, I'll chuck them into a YouTube video, so you've got 5 or 6 to watch in one hit. So yeah, cheers for watching. Cool, hope you're all good. How you doing all? Just a quick one. Don't know what this is going to come out like, but I'll spin you around, show you what I've got. Should be quite a good shot. Kind of looking at that, and what I want to do is get a bit of detail in the ice in the foreground and have the sun right on the horizon, so I get the sunburst. So what I'm doing is focused on the ice on the foreground here, bracketing a lot of shots. Fingers crossed it should look quite good. Right, how you doing all? Found myself a cool woodland. It's peeing down, so sometimes it's cool to come to a woodland. You can see the shot behind me, look, looking straight up. But what I've done, overexposed the shot by a couple of stops. So on purpose, the light that comes through from the horizon up there is blown out. Got this nice leading line through the trees. I've got these nice tree stumps down here I can focus in on. I'm shooting at f8. It's quite dark in here, so I've gone for sort of 2.5 seconds, but overexposed, the light coming through the trees, and it looks quite cool. This is what the shot looks like. Right, how you doing all? You just treated yourself to some graduated filters and you ain't got a clue how to use them. Don't panic, easy peasy. Set your tripod up, set your camera up, put him on manual, full control. Aperture, f12, f13, f14, ISO 100. Focus, if it's a big landscape, 1/3 of the way into the scene, or focus on your particular, if there's a building or something you need to focus on that. All you've got to deal with now is the shutter speed. Adjust the shutter speed so your landscape, not the sky, your landscape in your foreground is perfectly exposed. Chances are now your sky is going to be too bright. This is when the graduated filter comes into play. Slide him in to slow the brighter sky down. Tickety-boo. When using your Lee filter system, you've got 2 rails in here for your filters. What I'm trying to get in the habit of doing now, when I'm using a graduated filter, straight away when I take my first shot, I put it in the outside rail, the furthest rail. So then when I like the shot and I think, oh yeah, that's beauty, my graduated filter is all on the horizon where it should be. If then I want to go for a long exposure, I want to have a big stopper or my neutral density filter, which you naturally want to put closest to the camera, all you've got to do is drop it in the rail. If you've got the graduated filter in the closest one to the camera, and you decide you want to use a neutral density filter, you've got to take the graduated filter out, move it forward, realign it on the horizon. Oh, it's a nightmare. So put the graduated filter further forward, and then when you want to go for the longer exposure, all you've got to do is drop your neutral density filter in, because your back rail's clear and free. Cool. We've always got our mobile phones with us, and I've got a few apps that I use quite a lot for my photography, so I thought I might let you in on what they are. You know, you've got your widgets on the front, and I've got one here, and when I click in on it, I've got 4 main apps I use. One being weather, which we always use, and all the EOS phones have got that. Another one I use is tide times, so I know exactly where the tide is, coming in, going out, so I don't get trapped and all the rest of it. Another one is suncalc.net. That tells me exactly where, at what time of the day the sun's going to be. So I know where it's going to rise to, I know where it's going to set, I know where it's going to be during the day. Perfect if you want to get that sun in between 2 buildings, or know exactly where it is. And another one is Meteo Earth. Like where I live, I get sunrise in the morning, which is great. I can tell by using that app if there's going to be a load of cloud in between me and when the sun comes up. It's just little times like that, it works really well. So the weather app, the My Tide Times, the sun calculator, and the Meteo Earth. Look them up, they're all free. Brilliant. Cool. Just want to show you the difference a few months can have on a scene. Nice leading line of the road here. There's definitely a shot there, but at the minute it's what, April now. There's no leaves on the trees, there's no colour about. It's a bit bland and boring. Come back in the autumn, still got the leading line, but you've got all the colours. Literally 200 metres down the road, same thing. Look, nice leading line, trees there, but no colour or anything. Cheers. Bye.